Hey guys, hey. Obviously, it's been a rough week for me. I got into a full meltdown with my downstairs neighbors today because fuck ass dude called and said he didn't like my dog barking. And I'm like, well, I don't like you slamming doors and windows. And I don't like you banging things around your house. And I don't like you using a leaf blower in your backyard for hours on end. Why don't you be a good neighbor, please? Oh my God. They told me when I moved in that they wanted a single family residence and they were planning on moving soon. 14 fucking years ago, bitches. You call me in. He literally had his wife, who is the actual homeowner, come out on the patio and make some sort of call against me about my dog barking. So I started having a very loud conversation with my mom about all the bullshit they've been doing downstairs that I have been quiet about. And I sent her the definition of swatting and how it's illegal. The two of them need to fucking get a clue. You can't disturb me and then complain about normal things like fucking dog barking. Oh my God. But anyway, let's check this out. I haven't looked at it yet. This is Dustin Daily covering some sort of problem between Trisha Paytas and Jeffree Star. And I think it's a bit more interesting than all of the attention-seeking bullshit that Amber Lynn and Chantel have been doing. Amber Lynn, if you don't have your cat back by tomorrow when you promise to be back online, then you can fuck right the hell off. Rarity is rare and she's gone. Let's be real.
A lot more recently than I have over the past year.
He's in everything.
I don't know what is going on with him.
I can't escape him over on TikTok.
What Jeffree Star is, he's literally a 40-year-old mean girl. Every time I'm scrolling TikTok and I see his live stream pop up, it's him degrading someone, saying something nasty to someone, or just speaking down to people like he's above them. Jeffree Star is not humble. Not humble at all. He would want you to believe that he is.
Now, I'm as humble as they come.
But Jeffree Star is a motherfucking asshole.
When has Jeffree Star ever been, like, not to defend him, when has Jeffree Star...
What the hell happened to millennials? What happened to you? This is amazing. I'm humble. This isn't my fault that I'm mad at it. I can't even. What the hell happened to you that you're mad at everybody?
Ever been humble?
Not,
like, has anybody thought that he was?
I never thought he was. He says that he is. He's claimed that many times, but he's not. He's not. He's an asshole.
He's humble if he likes you.
Yeah, that's what it is.
If he doesn't like you, then definitely not.
Yeah. Now, we're going to talk about what I think happened between Trisha Paytas and Jeffree Star and why she may have allegedly deleted all this shit between her and Jeffree. But before I do that, I want to show you guys a video that I think depicts perfectly what I'm trying to say Jeffree Star does in his free time when he's on TikTok, asking for people to send him galaxies, being a mean-ass bitch. You guys, check out this video.
You've already said that like 3 times.
Well, not only just a mean-ass bitch, but this guy has made a lot of money from his makeup empire and from his failed music career. So he owns a fucking ranch in Wyoming and is selling yak meat? I think it's yak meat. This guy is like dabbling in lots of different business opportunities. And motherfucker is like, you screwed with me on TikTok because I'm an e-beggar? Are you for real?
Sometimes it's just not funny. You have a face only a mother could love. You're blocked. Bye. All right, you guys, everyone keep double tapping the screen. Let's get ready to do this review.
Wow.
People really think they can try me and they have no idea what they're in for. They really don't, okay? Some of you need to fucking breathe and get out of my chat. Because the Star family is not putting up with you, sweetie girl. I can tell you that much.
Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Okay? Okay? Alright, you're 40, bitch.
Okay. If anyone's annoying you guys, just look at them and be like, you have a face only a mother could love. Anyway, and if they have anything else to say after that, then you...
So you just want people to rubber glue you and say that out to people who disagree with you, right? Because you received that insult. And so now you're like, just send it out to people who are hating on my channel. You're such a fucking panhandler. I can't. You're on TikTok begging for money when you have no right to do that. And you're telling Eugenia to reject genuine people who are actually in need as scammers. You're a fucking... Look, in my humble opinion, allegedly, you are a fucking scammer and just a clown.
Start swinging, okay? Then you start swinging. But that should deter them for a second. Oh my god, you guys. Before I was anything, I used to love fighting. I really did. Now we can't really do all that behavior unless someone starts it first, but...
Let's see who we got. Oh, 2 bags are going to Maryland.
The old days when people would run their gums, you guys, we wouldn't even wait. And the internet really wasn't a thing. We would just fight. Okay, we just go outside and fight. I kind of miss...
What are you talking about? You got on MySpace in like 2008 or something. The rest of us had already been on the internet for at least 8 to 10 years. And military families had been on longer. What the fuck are you talking about, you ignorant fool?
Those days, people got over things quicker and it wasn't so serious. The old days, someone ran their mouth, we went outside and we fucking fought, bitch. What? What? These new...
You didn't have any fucking fights. Are you for real? You grew up in Huntington Beach. You gonna fight the Nazis in Huntington Beach? You don't even like to include that that's part of your history. You're like, I slept in a car and I worked at like the Beverly Center at a Mac store, Mac counter. It wasn't even a store, you guys. And I made some connections because I looked that rad. Thanks a lot, the Osborne family. Nice.
Newcomers have no idea how we used to handle business. We used to step outside real quick and handle it like men, bitch, or women. And then we go right back to what we were...
No, you didn't. You have never been in a fist fight in your goddamn life. Stop lying about it.
Nowadays, y'all want to drag it out and tweet send pictures and do all this. Girl, when I was younger, we swung. And whoever stood up is the one that won, okay?
Okay.
All right. Anyway, I'm sure TikTok does not want me talking about that, so let's get back into our makeup review. Everyone double tap that screen. I am about to review the new Maybelline lip tint, okay? And we're going to see what we can do here with this formula.
So he's watching somebody new because now he's saying, okay. When before he was saying, okay. He's changing his language based on who he's watching.
All right, we gotta hurry because I got shit to review, motherfuckers. Let's go. Some of you in the chat are hilarious. I can't breathe, okay? I really can't. Okay, here we go, you guys. Let me get into it.
But I have no human reactions to what you're actually saying, okay? Okay.
So you think that Trisha's not going to post this episode because Jeffree's been getting into a lot of drama over on TikTok?
I think it's
Is that
possible.
going to be a good look for her?
I don't think a lot of people warned her of that, right? Because we saw how people were reacting with this shit with Brooke and Tana, and
I still don't think that he likes Brooke. I know that there are a lot of people out
I
there
don't
that
think he
watch that
does.
podcast and they think that they were getting along fine. I've seen a lot of TikToks that agreed with me that he was shooting daggers a lot in Brooke's direction.
it seems that
That's my
way.
personal
But
opinion.
if I'm going to be honest, I don't think Jeffree Star likes literally anybody. If
Yeah.
you're not benefiting him in some way, he don't like you. Jeffree Star is an asshole. He's an elitist, and I feel like the only reason he did this
No, it's more than that. He has some sort of problem. I don't want to define it because I'm not a medical professional. He has some sort of problem where he can't make human connections. This is why everybody that you see that's close to him, in air quotes, seems like they're in a dogmatic, cultish sort of relationship with him. This is why you don't see any family relationships with him. This guy has issues. And I feel like he's going to end up on one of these other shows that I watch, which are like top 5 cases of YouTubers who ended their lives or killed other people. I feel like that's where we're going with Jeffree Star, especially because he has armed hand on his ranch. Alright, let's see how this goes, you guys.
podcast tours because he thought that he was going to get more from it than what he actually did.
Yeah.
Maybe he canceled
You
it.
know, honestly, no.
I'm not saying that.
No.
That was just like something that popped
Honestly,
up in my head. But
I
maybe
thought
he
we
did.
were going to get more from this podcast tour. I feel like when he was on the podcast tour around the Super Bowl, I believe it was, I feel like that was more like exciting than this. Like there was a lot of hype for not a lot of excitement
Well,
when it came out, you know?
I think people have seen more of the real Jeffree Star over the past year or so on TikTok. There's not as many people that are into it as there were before, if that makes sense. So I was scrolling over on X the other day. It feels so weird calling it that. It's still
It's
Twitter
always
to
gonna
me.
be Twitter.
Still Twitter to me. It's always going to be Twitter. There's no changing that. But Trish Crave, which is weird, they used to follow me, and I checked yesterday because I'm always liking their stuff, and they unfollowed me, which is weird. Weird, Trish Crave. Anyway, they tweeted out and they said Trisha Paytas seemingly cancels collaboration with Jeffree Star as fans spot deleted content between the duo. Where is this fucking podcast? Where is it?
Where is it? And what content was deleted?
Well, yeah, I
The
want to
only
know.
TikToks that I know of are the ones where Jeffree was in the pink outfit.
The one that was in my last thumbnail, I think.
Yeah.
Why did they go through all the trouble of filming all this shit, doing all this promo if they're not going to post it? Something
Okay,
happened.
maybe it's been a little bit, and they're like, okay, maybe the hype isn't like around it anymore. People aren't really like, we've waited a little bit too long for this. It's not that exciting. Maybe they're like, let's delete the content off the page so people start like figuring it out over on TikTok. They start talking about it. The hype gets back up there, and then she drops it. Because Jeffree just had his new launch.
Well,
I think Black Friday was the launch, right?
I don't know. I just feel like something happened because I called this before. I said that maybe Jeffree Star would get in his feelings because something would be said, or maybe Trisha would, or Brooke or something. There's a reason why this has not came out already.
Yeah, I don't know.
And why are they not teasing it anymore? Because if they were going to reveal something so big and they were going to get all these views, why all of a sudden delete your shit? Unless something happened.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Jeffree Star will be the first one that'll come out and say what happened. He'll be like, Trisha Paytas got in her feelings and she didn't want to be like real. She didn't want to tell the truth or some bullshit. He'll try to spin it some way or the other. There'll be a TikTok live or maybe 5 about it.
Maybe he said something like really foul on the podcast about someone, and she ran it past legal, and they were like, you know what, you probably shouldn't.
Maybe.
Like, put this out there.
In which case, if she did, I feel like Trisha does owe her audience an explanation as to why. Only because there's so much hype around it, and there's people speculating. Because it leaves room for people to come up with conspiracy theories and shit like that. She needs to just dead the whole situation and be like, look, this is what happened. She don't have to go into detail. Just be like, look, it was a legal issue. Or she could even come out and be like, I don't care. Like, I had a second thought about this. And, you know, Jeffree Star isn't really who I want to align with today. And what he represents as a person, maybe my new era, that's not good for me and I'm not going to post it. I mean, I'm down either way. She can have her new, like, cleaned up era and not be messy, or she can have a new era messiness with Jeffree Star. I don't care really either way. I'm going to watch because I'm a messy bitch. Do you think Trisha will say anything, or do you think she'll just, like, let time pass? Or do you think we're just overreacting and it's eventually going to come?
I think people are overreacting. I don't know how people noticed that the content was taken down. That's like, you know, when you see on social media, someone's like, this celebrity unfollowed this celebrity on this date. It's like, why do you know that? Like, why, like, what notification did you receive? Because that is just, like, a little strange to me. So maybe the episode will still come. Maybe they're playing with everyone's, like, playing in everyone's faces.
Maybe it'll be like a Festivus thing. Maybe they'll, like, do it later, like, after Christmas and everything, and it'll be, like, this big build-up and, like, a breakdown.
I will say, one thing about Jeffree is he's very entertaining on a podcast. And he gives the people what they want with the people that he drags and the things that he says about them.
But you guys, I want to know what you think about this. We are losing daylight here. It is already dark. I don't even know what time it is because we're filming this on my phone.
My Bethlehem wreaths from QVC came on while we were filming this video, and I just have to let you guys know they're so pretty.
They are gorgeous.
They truly
I wish you could see them right now.
QVC for Christmas decorations, when it comes to, like, lights, top tier. I'm at that age. I love QVC. You should tag those down below.
That's my old lady. I will if you guys want to check them out. But of course, I want to know what you guys think about this down below. I don't really care either way. I feel like there's only so many times you can tell a story before I'm tired of hearing about it. And Jeffree Star repeats the same shit. I don't know. It's strange times we're living in. But you guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this down below. If you like.
Well, I'll tell you straight up. I think he's an a-hole. And if Trisha really wants to do business with this guy, then she's an a-hole too. That is my opinion. And I think the two of you need some front lighting. I love your Christmas decorations. But you don't need to be sitting there in the dark. Alright, this came out on Dustin Daly's channel. So I will provide the link so you can go look at it. But I'm not gonna cover Chantel's crap because it was so manufactured, you guys. It was everybody who covered it was like, did she actually drive? And I think we got the answer there. She didn't even know how to turn the car back on after she supposedly drove just a couple of blocks to a Hardee's. Why didn't you go to a Kuwaiti restaurant, you dumbass bitch? Look, I don't have time for your bullshit. And if you're losing viewers, it's not because of me.